Welcome, this is Gail. Today we're doing a little short sequence for easing tension in the hands and fingers. It's our seated chair Tai Chi class, giving you a little taste of what we do in our classes on Veterans Yoga Project. I'm teaching this same class, a longer format, 45 minutes, Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Time. So book a class and join me, it's free. So to start with, we'll start as we do with any Chair Tai Chi class. We're going to take our right fist. So figure out which one's your right fist. It's a fist. And the left palm. So this is the sun and this is the moon. And we bow down to one another in respect. Very good. So from here, let's just do some kind of loosening of the upper body to kind of move into the hands. So first, let's just cup the hands and swing the arms. Do what you can with what you got today. I'm filming at my mom's house today, just trying to see, if this area is good for making videos, and I think it is. And hope you enjoy today's short little sequence. Again, you may notice one arm does better than the other, and that's okay. It might be the same, it might be different. Very good. From here, let's take an arm out to the side, so I'm scooting over, and I'm just kind of drawing a circle. Now you can either place the hand on the leg or maybe here at the upper arm to support the shoulder. So it's not the wrist doing the work, it's the entire arm. It helps to loosen the shoulder joint and ease tension going on with that upper back a little bit. Now reverse, go the other direction. My reverse direction always seems to make a different shape. Very good. All right, now we're going to stop on this side, make it smaller, smaller, and smaller. And let's shift over to the other side. Very good. Drop the hand down and start those shapes. You may or may not need the hand up here for support. It's whatever you need to do. Thank you for joining us today for this live little segment for easing tension in the hands and fingers. Helps with arthritis. And reverse, other direction. Very good. Keep going, keep going. And again, may be different from what you did on the original side. And then make it smaller, smaller, and smaller. I can hear some snap, crackle, pops going on there. From here, let's clap the hands and rub some heat into the palms. You may want to do it kind of like sideways to create more heat, or maybe clap it again, get that heat going. Move it into the fingers, increase circulation, flexibility with a little bit of warmth into those hands today. And then sit up nice and tall. We're going to make fists and then spread the hands out. Fists and spread them out. Again, improve flexibility, circulation. You may notice one hand is a little bit more achy than the other. Yeah? Do these things daily to help with that mobility, that flexibility. All right, from here, we're going to hug the inside of the arms into the ribs and basically take the fingers and press on the pad of the thumb, pad of the finger. So press down and up, down and up. And keep going back and forth from the pinkies to the index finger, press down. Now try not to make it flat, make it round, okay? Press down and up, down and up, down and up. Again. One more time, all the way down to the pinkies, and then all the way back to the index finger. Very good. Now, as if you're flicking a bug, you take the thumb on top of the fingernail bell and flick away. You may notice some spiciness going on. Maybe one finger or a couple of fingers a little bit like, ooh, didn't realize maybe there's some extra aches and pains going on with that. Yeah? Flick that bug away. Makes a little sound. One more. All the way to the pinkies, all the way back to the index finger. Very good. And from here, clap the hands again. Rub, 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 rub. And from here, just take a hand in your lap, and we're going to take the thumb of the other hand, just kind of rub into the thumb bed of the other. There at the very end of your thumb. And let's move it to the index finger. So if you're sitting down watching TV, or maybe you're in the passenger side of the car, you can do these exercises to, again, increase circulation, mobility into the hands. Move it on down. Yeah? Keep going. Really kind of get into there. All right, and then we're going to switch sides. Here we go. Sometimes I got to move my hand around to make it a little bit more comfortable. And into the next one. So stimulating all these different places, all the different fingers, addresses different meridians in our body. And one more. Very good. From here, I'm going to place my hand on my leg and see if you can see that. Yep. And then I have the wrist hanging off the leg here. And I place the other hand on top of the fingers. So I don't want the fingers to move. I'm going to lift my wrist up and down. This is called the water pump. It's a little bit of a lymphatic drainage. You may hear some little snap, crackle, pops going on with those fingers. The thumb is just kind of doing its own thing here. Yeah. Very good, very good. Let's switch it over to the other side. All right, hand on the other side. Let that wrist drop off. Hands on top of the fingers, and then up and down. This is my very stiff side. So I can kind of feel, you know, a little bit of easing of tension being released here. Very good. All right. And again, once again, clap those hands. Rub, rub, rub. Now we're going to get into a little bit of hand tapping sequence. We're going to go to the pinky side. So this is for lessening headaches, vertigos. We're tapping on the outside of the hands. Tap, tap, tap. Now it's not like whapping, okay? It's tapping. Very good. Now we're going to go into the interwebs of the thumbs. This helps with digestive disorders, nausea. So again, it's into that little kind of the arc between the index finger and the thumb, and you're just going to tap in those areas. If you got bracelets on or jewelry that kind of jingles, you're going to hear it during this part. And then we go ahead and flip it. All right, here we go. Again, digestive disorders, nausea, it helps to ease those things. Next is the interwebs of the fingers. So that helps with pain or numbness in the limbs. So very carefully in those little kind of valleys of the fingers, you're going to tap, tap, tap. If you got rings, which I do, you got to be a little bit mindful of that, and it's kind of noisy. Yeah. And then I'm going to take the finger that's on top, switch the other finger to be on top. And then usually my brain just kind of goes, what? What are you doing? Little, you know, using both sides of the brain. Little dementia prevention there. It may feel a little strange when you switch to the other direction, something that doesn't feel normal to you. Yeah. Next is the pulse points. That's heart and cardiovascular issues. So you can do palms up and tap those pulse points, or I like to do just kind of up and down. Again, reset your spine, redo your posture. You've kind of slumped forward a little bit. Nice tall posture. And again, whatever's comfortable for you, right? And then flip it. Here we go. Other side. Now, kind of like what we did at the very beginning, when we were swinging the arms, we cupped the hands. We're going to cup our hands and tap softly on top of the palms. So why do we do that? Back of the hand, that's for lessening back pain, osteoarthritis. And again, if you got rings, you kind of have to shift a little bit so you're not hitting some little tender areas. Makes a big noise. Let's switch sides. Here we go. Again, cup the hands on top of the hands. It makes a bigger noise on this side. Maybe because my ring's not so big on this side, yeah? And the back of the wrist, that's for neck and shoulder pain. So I'm just going to shift it up to the back of the wrist. Again, cup the hands. Here we go. Very good. Let's switch over to the other side. I've got my watch there, so I'm going to be a little bit more tender there. Again, cup the hand, tap on the back of the wrist for neck. Back of the hand. Back of the wrist is for neck and shoulder pain. The back of the hand is for osteoarthritis, back pain. And if you don't sleep well at night, let's just go ahead and tap the inside of the elbow pit. So if we can have armpits, we can have elbow pits, right? So tap. And I just like to alternate this. Again, I'm doing that with a cupped hand. Again, I'm testing this live so I can see how the quality is of the video, plus give you all a little bit of hand and finger movements to help ease pain, ease aches and pains. Very good. Next, we're going to take the finger and the thumb and just kind of squeeze on the side of the finger up, or you can just like kind of, I like to squeeze though individually because there's some kind of, there's tender places, right? And then go on to the next fingers. Very good. Let's do the other side. Here we go. Ooh, that one's sore. My middle finger on my right hand is sore. I'm going to go back and do the other side again. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze on the sides of the fingers. And after this, we're going to stretch the base of the fingers. After we do the other side, okay? So again, I'm noticing this middle finger here is a little tender. All right, so for this next one, we're going to take our hand rested on our leg, and then we're going to take the index finger, the pad of the index finger, and place it underneath the first knuckle. That's the one closest to the nail bed. But make sure your hand is down, so you're going to lift up. Again, do what you can with what you got. Always keep it between the easy and ouch. Don't want you to be in pain when you do these movement sequences. And then release. Let's go to the index finger, so lift it up. Again, make sure that thumb is down. Let me show that a little bit sideways. And you may notice some fingers have a little bit more flexibility at the base of the finger versus the others. And release. Let's do the other one. Ooh, middle finger. This is on my left hand. I can feel that general, that stretch happening there at the base of the finger. And again, this is good for trigger fingers. If you tend to have something like that going on. Plus, a lot of these hand movements help with that too. And then the pinky one. The pinky one goes up quite high. And release. All right, clap the hands. A little bit of heat. We're going to do the other side. All right, place the hand down. Here we go. So index finger underneath that first knuckle, not at the base, but near the thumb, the nail bed. Yeah? Or the fingernail, I should say. And then the next one. Again, all the fingers down on the leg. Whatever you can manage. And release. Ooh, yeah, this is my tender one. I jammed this one doing a martial arts sequence here back in April. It's still a little bit tender, yeah? Yeah. And then the ring finger, feel that stretchy sensation or that sensation that's happening at the base of the finger. It may not be a stretchy sensation. And then the pinky. Very good. Very good. Once again, let's make a fist, but this time we're going to just kind of let out a little bit of stress here. We're going to punch the palm. Again, if you've got rings, be careful, be kind to your hands. You may want to take off your rings if you're doing this. Get that stress out. Stress and anxiety improves clarity, consciousness. Let's switch over to the other side. So here we go. Notice if one punches different than the other one. This one does. Very good. All right, from here, let's place our hands low on our belly and breathe into the Dantien, the Danjeon. So we're going to breathe in, and this, as if a balloon were expand the belly out. So breathe in, belly out. Exhale, draw the belly button towards the spine. Relax those shoulders. Again, breathe in, belly out. And exhaling. One more time. Breathe in, belly out. And exhaling. Thank you so much for joining me today for the seated chair Tai Chi hand movements and sequences for easing tension out of the hands and fingers. Let's end our class like we started it. So let's make that right fist, that's the sun, and the left palm on top, that's the moon, and bow down to one another. Thank you so much. This is Gail. See you Wednesday on Veterans Yoga Project. Bye, y'all. Bye.